Hello and welcome Horror Diaries official. Today the story starts with the down man. There was a man and a woman who lived on a run-down farm in the middle of nowhere. The husband was a mean and cantankerous old man who took pleasure in making his wife's life miserable. He seldom spoke to her, and when she said anything, he would tell her to shut up. One day, the man was digging a well on his property and his wife was helping him. All of a sudden, the bottom dropped out of the deep hole. The man was puzzled and wanted to see what had happened. So he told his wife to go back to the house and fetch a flashlight. When she came running back with it, he switched the flashlight on, tied it to a rope and lowered it down into the hole. It went down and down, but no matter how much rope he let out, it never seemed to reach the bottom. The man started pulling the rope back up, but it got caught on something. He started pulling on it, but it felt like something was pulling back. Frustrated, the man gave it a big tug, and suddenly the rope was almost yanked out of his hands. Eventually, he managed to pull the rope up, but when he got to the end of it, the flashlight was gone. Instead, there was a small white pouch attached to it. With trembling hands, he opened it, and to his surprise, a chunk of gold tumbled out along with a handwritten note. He picked up the note and tried to read it, but it was written in a language he couldn't decipher, so he tossed it away. He told his wife he was going into town to buy more flashlights and ordered her to keep an eye on the hole while he was away. As soon as he was gone, she hurried back to the house, rummaged through the cupboards looking for a dictionary. Then she took a big piece of ham out of the fridge. She also grabbed a pen and paper and wrote a note. When she returned to the hole, she put all these items in a bucket, tied it to a rope, and lowered it down. The woman waited for a while and then she pulled the rope back up. It started much heavier, and twice she had to stop to take a rest. When she finally hauled the bucket back up, she was shocked to see that it was filled to the brim with sparkling jewels. There was also another note, and this time it was in English. It read, "Send more food." She hurried back to the house and hid the jewels where she was sure her husband wouldn't find them. When the man returned, the back of his pickup truck was filled with flashlights. He put a few of them in the bucket and lowered them down, but when he pulled the rope back, he was outraged to find that the bucket wasn't filled with gold or jewels, just a few broken flashlights. He flew into a violent rage, stomping on the remains of the flashlights and cursing at the top of his lungs. Then he ran back to the house and fetched his shotgun. He told his wife he was going to go down into the hole and give them a piece of his mind. She begged him not to go, but he was so furious he couldn't listen. He attached a big oil drum to the winch on the back of his pickup truck. Then he climbed into the drum. He gave his wife orders to lower it down, and after 10 minutes bring it back up again. She threw the switch and the man was lowered down in the oil drum. The woman started at her watch as 10 whole minutes passed. Then she flicked the switch and the winch began to drag the oil drum back to the surface. She peered into the drum, but her husband wasn't there. Instead, it was filled with gold bars, jewelry, and coins. Sitting on top of them was another note. It read, "Thanks for the meat." The horror story is about the Brown Lady of Raynham Hall. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall is a ghost photo that has become famous over the years. The ghostly image was captured on a staircase in 1936 by photographers who were snapping pictures of the historic Raynham Hall for Country Life magazine. The Brown Lady of Raynham Hall is known as the world's most famous ghost photo. The two photographers saw the misty figure descending the staircase and managed to capture this amazing photograph. The full report appeared in Country Life magazine. The Brown Lady got her name from the brown brocade dress that the ghost has often been seen wearing while wandering the halls and staircase of Raynham Hall. She is believed to be the ghost of Lady Dorothy Walpole, who lived at Raynham Hall. Her husband learned that she had an affair with another man, so he kept locked in her apartments until she died of smallpox in 1726 at the age of 14. Some people believe that she really died of a broken neck after being pushed down the grand staircase by her jealous husband. They say that her ghost still walks the staircase looking for her 5 children. One night in 1849, 2 men were on their way upstairs to sleep when they were amazed to see a ghostly woman in old-fashioned clothing drifting down the staircase. They noticed that her eye sockets were completely empty. The incident resulted in several members of staff handing in their resignation. Local detectives were called and conducted a full investigation of Raynham Hall. In 1926, a woman encountered the Brown Lady on the staircase. She had never heard the stories about the ghost, and when she saw a portrait of Dorothy Walpole, she saw that the ghost looked exactly like her. A well-known author at the time, Captain Marryat, asked to stay in a room in which the Brown Lady was believed to appear. He was walking along a corridor with 2 guests when they suddenly came face to face with a ghostly female figure. It was advancing towards them and carrying a lamp. Captain Marryat recognized the woman from the portrait that hung in his bedroom. As she passed by the 3 men, she looked straight at them and they became extremely frightened. Captain Marryat pulled out his gun and fired a shot at the Brown Lady. The bullet passed right through the ghostly figure and was later found embedded in a door. King George also had a ghostly encounter with the Brown Lady. He was staying in Raynham Hall and woke up in the middle of the night to find a ghost standing at the foot of his bed. He was frightened out of his wits and immediately left, saying, "I will not spend another hour in this accursed house. For tonight I've seen that which I hope to God I never see again." To this day, nobody knows if it was a hoax or a real ghost picture. Supposedly, experts examined the negative and declared that it was genuine.